Quiet. It's starting. It's starting.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Snack Break Club. I'm BogDrakonov.
I'm ZeroConsistancy. Sorry.
Scott, we're back.
I was still chunking while he started the episode.
So many pretzels in your mouth. Return to game. Oh, a game.
And we left off with the time machine.
1646. Doc, what's going outside? It just sounded like the time machine did show up, covered in ice. Yeah, when did this game come out? Like 2010, I think. Ooh, it's like you can kind of like it's really good graphics, but also it's kind of like really like you see like the ice on this sort of thing, like you like see the layering or whatever, like it kind of looks cheesy.
Well, this was always Telltale's art style.
Oh, is it? What other games did they do?
They did The Walking Dead. They did The Wolf Among Us. They did Batman.
Which Batman?
They just did their own kind of spin on Batman, and they did their own story.
I wonder why they went out of business.
That is not accurate at all. What the time machine looks like inside.
Yeah,
a little closer on the close-ups. But then again, they're focusing on certain elements. But like, steering wheel. Ooh. Hey, Scott. Hey.
Came out December 22nd, 2010.
Okay. Automatic retrieval. Four-dimensional. Now that's something that's new within the Back to the Future universe because it's, Doc explains it that it's like you can only travel within time, which is why they're at the mall and then they're in the field. At
this is different.
Like you can't like take off from Hill Valley Mall and end up in like Japan or something like that.
No, I mean you'd have to fly over there.
Yeah, and they didn't have a hover conversion yet. So the fourth dimensional time travel for him to show up here, that's a interesting new little feature that they've added in this.
Well, actually, the hover conversion broke.
Right. Last time departed.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, they're still having electrical issues because the DeLorean always has to have a problem.
Find him now.
If you watch in the first movie, like Michael J. Fox, when he's shifting, he constantly hits his
other stuff in the car.
I can't look at it.
He constantly hits his knuckles on that metal like time readout thing. He was constantly hitting his knuckles and like cutting his hands, like when he was shifting, doing all that stuff. So like if you watch some of that stuff in the mall or anytime he's shifting in the car, he hit whenever he shifts up, like he hits his hand like on the display readouts.
Oh Jesus!
Right. Last time departed. Oh,
we're going through this again.
Yeah, it'll do that. There should be a way to use the joystick to toggle around. There you go.
There we go.
Okay, Doc. I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
That's it.
Time circuit switch.
Looks like the time circuit still works.
God, I love the sound design of the time machine, just like that. Like
that was always a cool effect.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
Everything that the time machine like has going on for it or whatever, like sound wise, it's so great. Like it's such great. Like I don't think people realize. I mean, now because it's a Marvel movie or because it's a big movie or whatever it is, it's a big feature like the new Batman movie or whatever it is. You take for granted that like all of those sounds, like if Batman's in the rain, that isn't rain that you're hearing that they shot. Like it's done later. Oh, nice callback. Oh, a little ollie onto the side there.
Yep.
And but like with a movie like this that's kind of like very simple and so sparse, sound design stuff. Like I mean, it's the same with Star Wars. Like even though Star Wars is like this intergalactic space movie, like A New Hope, if you really break it down, it's such a super indie film. It's so simple, and so like we've got a bar scene. They've got the lightsaber sound. They've got space. They've got like the TIE fighter and the X-wing sound. Like, but it's not so like sound designed to like where like a movie is of that caliber now.
Yep.
You know, even the newest Star Wars or whatever, like it doesn't seem as simple, but like a movie like Back to the Future, you take it for granted that like that's what you're hearing. The car pulling away, the skateboard sound as he holds onto the back of the police car after Jennifer leaves him, you know, at the clock tower or whatever, you know, to go to her grandma's house. Like you take all of that stuff for granted, but it just makes the world. And then,
for example, the TIE Fighter was actually an elephant's trumpet combined with a with cars going by down a highway in the rain.
Yeah, or like the T-Rex sound in Jurassic Park was like it was a walrus, an elephant, a lion, and like one. It was like 4 animals combined, and like I did this silly little like 20-second trailer. I'll send it to you guys. You can drop it in here.
Are you, ma'am?
What am I dropping in here? I was trying to figure out the game.
Oh, no. I was like, I'll send you this little 20-second audio trailer that I made called A Berenstein Armageddon. And it was like if the Berenstein Bears were Godzilla, basically.
Oh, my God.
Like, I did all of this sound design where it's like you hear like all of these roars and you hear like electrical wire snapping and screams and crashing cars and explosions. And then like at the end is the best part is that like it's like the bear roar, but I use like a bear, a lion, a walrus for like the low like and like I use like 4 or 5 different animals to make it goes like and it's like it's a really cool like little piece of audio, but it's about 20 seconds, so let's all be quiet for 20 seconds.
Say your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Do you have a walkthrough?
All right. I think you got to tell her you have something for her.
Yeah, she says to show it to her. But then I don't know how to do that.
Show her the shoe.
Show her the shoe.
Click on Edna.
Trouble is docking.
You gotta have Edna highlighted, and then you gotta use the shoe.
All right.
Hey, Scott, the shoe is in my DeLorean. What's happening?
I'm trying to highlight her. You have the mouse and keyboard with you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
buzzer again.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the most annoying things about the game.
Can you let me in? I've got.
Playing it? Yeah.
Yeah,
now use the shoe.
I don't know what button that's supposed to be on this controller.
A?
Use shoe.
Well, up to the right, it said use item. Can you just like use your mouse?
I don't know. He just walked over there when I hit the button. I've got the shoe in the top right there.
You have the shoe highlighted.
Did you click the use item button in the top right?
Yeah, this is. Yeah, use the keyboard and mouse for this. This is definitely keyboard and mouse.
All right,
game.
I need the mouse pad. Hold on.
Oh, we're figuring it out, guys. I swear it's going to get better. Christ, Scott, it's got to get better.
Technical difficulties.
I feel like George R. Martin over
The gameplay is coming.
The gameplay is coming.
Fly, you Bojo!
There we go.
How'd you do it?
Now what would I want with a...
I've only been wearing one shoe for 50 years. Oh my God!
I lost that shoe 50 years ago.
Don't look at me.
Move along, lady.
You paranormal.
Or I'll give you the good old Logan Roy.
She looks like this design kind of looks like a Paranorman and that sort of stuff, like the Leica's kind of.
Sorry, Einstein.
By the way, Leica, less than 40 minutes away from me. Their studios up the freeway.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, they're in Beaverton, Oregon. They're right up the freeway from me. I think they're in Beaverton. Don't quote me on that, but they're right up the freeway. They're before Portland.
There's a lot of stairs.
There's a lot of stairs, and
I
was shaking halfway up them anyway.
Ago. You can put it down next to
Oh,
the
she
other
walks
one.
funny.
She's constantly hiking her girdle up. Uh-oh.
Neat and orderly. Now I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
She kind of like her character design kind of looks like the weird slug in Monsters or Monsters Inc. Wazowski, you paper.
jump to conclusions.
Very funny with
I'm the funny one.
Yeah. Like that's how they've designed her for sure. She looks like a slug.
They actually they did a series on it on Disney Plus, and where that woman, that slug woman left, and her sister took over. And she mentioned that she was the funny one of the two of them.
Put out those cigarettes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
This is what that woman does for fun.
Yeah. I wonder what her back. Oh, like those pictures on the wall. Can you inspect those?
Don't touch those.
Through my papers.
Are in pristine condition and meticulous.
I do like that they're using the Alan Silvestri score, like that sort of stuff, but like.
Oh yeah, well they had to do that right.
So he's such a great composer. Like, I think I maybe mentioned this. I can't remember. Like, you go back and watch Captain America, First Avenger, the first Captain America movie. I think that's the title of it. The first Captain America movie, where he becomes Captain America.
Do you remember
Alan Silvestri did that score, and he ended up doing the Avengers and that sort of stuff. But you can really hear it in the Captain America score. For you guys, in the next couple of days, watch Captain America, and like really listen to the music. Sounds exactly like Back to the Future. Like you hear it, it goes ya da 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 da. And then like when they're like in action stuff, and you hear like that snare drum, like before they do like that big cable swing like down onto the train and that sort of stuff, you know, like you hear that music and you're like, oh, that's Back to the Future. Oh my god, like you just hear
You just know the score the second it appears.
Yeah, like you hear it. And knowing that it's Alan Silvestri, you're like, oh, there's like, that's how he writes like action scores. Like that's not how he wrote Avengers. Bom, ba ba bom, bom, ba ba bom. But even kind of like the Avengers, like that thing, shon da da da, don da da da. Like you hear that, you still hear that sort of kind of Back to the Future cadence. Like everybody sort of like has their,
yeah,
you know, their thing. Like John Williams. Think about Superman. You know, ba da da dun, dun dun dun, jump ba da da dun, Superman. Like, you know, and
he
then
did OG
like,
Superman also.
Yeah, he did the 70s 80s Superman with shoot, what's his name?
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve, thank you. Yes, and yeah, that was John Williams, and then right around that time he was doing Jaws as well. But then Star Wars, you think about it. You think about like the melody of Superman.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Star Wars, you know.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars. Indiana Jones.
So it's all similar scores.
You know, like there's a style that you, and then even Harry Potter, you know, bum 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 bum.
Oh, that's nice. So everybody who wanted the best scores, that's what they went to.
And like, well, I mean, yeah, John Williams, he's the man. But what I love, or like even Danny Elfman, like obviously Danny Elfman has his own style. But like I love when I find composers on things that I didn't realize they were the composer for like, so like remember that like robot boxing movie with Hugh Jackman?
Oh,
Real Steel. I think
Real Steel. It was all. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's Danny Elfman in the score, and you don't really realize it because most of the score is like
Danny Elfman, who did Batman the Animated Series.
Well, no, he didn't do Batman the Animated Series. That was a female composer. But he did the two Tim Burton Batman movies, and they used his theme for like the opening credits. But I forget the lady's. I'm gonna look it up right now. But it was a female composer that took over and did the whole animated series. But yeah, you know, Danny Elfman, who's done all of Tim Burton's movies except for Ed Wood and one other one.
let me keep you from your
And then
business.
Danny Elfman, who does, you know, like I really loved his Wolfman score a couple years back with Benicio del Toro in it, and like his Wolfman score was really great. But like, yeah, Real Steel, it's a lot of electronic stuff. So like a sort of like more of his 80s Oingo Boingo kind of like type of stuff. And there's only a, you know, there's only a handful of like
Candy
big
looks older than I
orchestral
am.
cues in that. A lot of it is much more electronic. You don't realize, or like Danny Elfman, the movie Milk with Sean Penn. That was Danny Elfman as well. And you'd never guess it based off of like his other stuff, you know. Also, Beetlejuice, one of my favorite opening. Like the theme credits for Beetlejuice, I think one of the greatest theme credits of all time. And obviously, you know, The Simpsons, like that's earned him a few bucks over the year.
Absolutely. Well, and on that note, while we're faffing around, I think we're gonna call it an episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shirley Walker
Go ahead.
Harvey was like the main composer for Batman in the animated series. Anyway, that's it.
I know the music was also by Danny Elfman, but yeah, absolutely.
Well, the opening theme was by Danny Elfman. Everything else was by other people.
Picture.
Everything in the episodes, he didn't compose any of the music throughout the series or like in every episode. It was only the opening theme
Round
that
Mansion
was
destroyed.
Danny Elfman's.
What's Marty's
Einstein brought me this shoe. And
Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss
Strickland
Strickland. Oh,
as soon as
that's
as
Strickland's
soon as
mom,
Marty
or
gets
wife?
it, we're going to.
All right, I've been talking about composers and not paying attention to the screen. Is this Strickland's wife or his mom?
I think his sister, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, sister. Okay.
Firm announces.
Oh, let's take a break, guys. Let's take a snack break, and we'll come back.
Yeah, it sounds
We'll take a
like
snack
good plan to
break.
me.
Now we're